I don't snort no coke, don't smoke no geeks, I'm just a dope snorting nigga.
If you enjoy these videos, like, subscribe, and check out my website. Hey everybody, StraightFelon here. So today I'm going to be reacting to some viral prison cell phone videos depicting adult situations. Everybody knows it's my most asked question, and unfortunately I don't have a ton of fodder because in the Michigan Department of Corrections, homosexual relationships are not super common. Probably when you get to the higher security levels where people are doing, real long periods of time, yeah, it's more common there, especially because you get the more private two-man cells. It's a little more conducive. And then like when you go back in the day to like the 80s or even 90s, there's probably a lot more of the predatory type stuff going on. But for the most part, there was the openly gay guys and there's the people who pursued them. It was nothing like the stuff I've seen in these videos. These videos they're like what you hear about on TV. It's like the fear like the white collar businessman has when he like lies about $200 of taxes. He's like, oh, this is gonna happen to me. And like he sees something like this video. Let's get into it.
Prison fuck nigga pageant, man. Prison fuck nigga pageant, man. This how they do up in this bitch. This how they do in here. This how they do in this bitch, man.
Okay, first of all, real common thing you'll see in these videos, Southern accents, specifically Alabama. Here's a little devil's advocate. You will notice when it comes to these prison cell phone videos, you see the same correctional systems over and over. I say half of the videos coming out come from Alabama. You can see, they have the same white outfit on. You see a lot from Florida and then California sometimes, and sometimes the federal system. But like I've said many times, I never saw a cell phone my entire time in prison. I never heard of one from a reliable source. They were so, unheard of that, people lie and brag all the time in prison. Like, oh, I had all this stuff when I was over here. People don't even lie about that because it's just so unheard of. A lot of it depends on like how much the guards are getting paid. I think in Alabama, them people get paid like $11, $12. They aren't even bothering to like risk helping people, let alone, try to defend the institution's honor. So that's a real common thing. When I was in MDOC, they were getting paid like $30 an hour or something. So, the chances of trying to flip one of them are, it'd be pretty hard. Anyways, let's...
That's how they fucking do in here,
What's this? This guy cracks me up. I assume is he keeping score? Like, 6.0, like the judge? I don't know. It sounds like, if you watch, they're throwing food on the ground. I don't know if that's... But then they're saying, hey, you have to earn that. So I don't know if it's like the food is a donation or, if it's like the strip club, I don't know if it's a contest. It's hard to tell. I love that there's multiple people with cell phones too. Okay, off bat too, I'm going to take an educated guess. This might not be general population. I know at least in MDOC, the sissies, they really tried to house them all together. And I understand that like California does that as well. So it seems like it would be kind of a big coincidence for that many to be in one housing unit. This might be, like some states, if you're like openly homosexual or county jails, they have like a special pod for you to keep you from being victimized. I have a feeling it could be something along with those lines. It's a hard-earned bag of chips. That one looks high. I will say, the prison kind of accessories kill me. You can't tell in the video if they're doing like the Skittles makeup, but I have seen in MDOC like the modifications of, you'll see one in this video, it's kind of like cut up to look almost like chic, or like just the typical modifications of like skin tight crop tops and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a wild. I don't know. And that's the thing. Another thing, not all gay dudes in prison go like that overboard with like the, what'd you call that, bimbo, sissy? I don't know. That's not 100% thing. But they're also, you hear stories, about dudes that go in. I've seen at least on Lockdown and stuff like that, where they like become that character because it's somehow easier for them. I don't know. I've kind of talked about that before. How it's almost, people are almost not more welcoming to it, but people trip out harder if they think you're just like a regular homeboy and then find out you're gay. It's almost like, letting it be known by being real effeminate. Anyways, let's go to the next video.
Hey, y'all, look, they just got through doing nasty, y'all. Look, they just got through fucking.
Okay, for anybody that's not following, it's these dudes right here in that bunk. The guy filming is accusing them of just doing the nasty. Let's see it.
Look, they just got through fucking.
They just got through fucking. So.
Check it out. Wait, there you go.
Using the blanket to, you can make a little tent out of your bunk by hanging a blanket up on like every end.
I think he'll get some head. But here you come. You gonna see it? Hold on. Yeah, watch this, y'all. Watch this. He's sitting down talking about it now.
There's the perpetrator.
There you go. They're going one. Boom. You gotta go to the bathroom and clean it up now. White dude stuck. He's scared to move. He don't want nobody to know. He don't want to come out, y'all. He don't want to move.
Oh, and he's busted.
There you go. There you go. Got
So, on this one, once again, Alabama accents. I find it hard to believe that they were full on, just in the dormitory like that, I think it's much more likely it was what the narrator suggested, a little head. Man, I'll tell you what, that I do not understand the Alabama prison system. You hear some places like in California, homosexuality is not allowed at all. And if you do something like that, your own race of people will come and forcibly remove you from the yard. And, in Michigan, people let people do what they do. But to do in like an open dorm area to be doing that, hell no, that ain't flying. You ain't even gonna be able to get started before somebody rips down that towel and starts beating your ass. Like, go in the shower or something. What the fuck? You see the dude, he walked to the bathroom, so clearly they got access to bathrooms. I saw some people in the comments suggesting maybe they were just handing something off or doing a deal. Man, if you're just handing something off, you don't need to, you draw more attention to yourself putting up the covers. You can just, something like that. So yeah, they're definitely, especially too, you saw the dude was kind of creeping away and walked away real quick. He knew what he did.
That be here, man. Look at that boy telling that nothing up.
Okay, that part scares me. The little that little schizophrenic. I don't know what he's doing, pretending to sing. This is like everyone's nightmare. Like when you're sitting in the county jail, you ain't never been to prison before, and like the older people are fucking with you, telling you what it's gonna be like. Oh man, you're gonna get a big black monkey. This is like every white collar criminal's fucking nightmare. Now, once again, I'll play devil's advocate. Part of me thinks that maybe the white guy in this might not just be, that dude might not just be a total predator. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of just scummy people in prison. People ask me like if I'm in favor of prison reform. I was at the dispensary the other day and they had like, a petition for prison reform, and I'm like, oh, go. I started thinking, I'm like, I don't know if I want some of those people out. There's a whole lot of bad people in there. But anyways, what I was getting at is, if you go in to prison with a crime against children, basically any sexual crime, the victimization, the level of bullying and torture, and everybody else will allow it because nobody will feel bad for you. part of me, especially how you see people filming and laughing, that's what kind of makes me, I could see that a dude might just be acting like that regularly. To have everybody filming like that makes me think that maybe, you know, maybe the dude didn't have a crime against a child, but perhaps he, you know, broke a prison rule like stealing or something like that. Because you'd be surprised, from what I've seen, when it comes to that real hardcore predatory bullying, for the most part, people don't like that. Yeah. Anyway, is this... Oh my God. He's got him nuzzling up next to him. Oh, that's a domestic situation right there. I don't know. You know, people in the comments say like, oh, you know, you get him when he's sleeping. And it's like, you know, if you do that, like, you're not going to get away with it. Even if you were being brutally AR'd and had put in kites for it. And, you know, the ACLU is not going to, you know, take up your case and a 10-part Netflix series be made and people petition. No, you're going to catch that murder charge. They might not give you life for it. They might hear you out a little bit, but no, you're 100% going down for, you know, murder if you do that. And a lot of people too, man, people don't realize in prison, that dude's big. And, you know, people talk about, well, you know, weapons equalize things. Well, what about when there's 10 of them? Because I bet he has friends in there. That's just one thing. There's power in numbers, and there's always a big-ass group of people in prison. So, yeah, what do you do in that situation? Personally, if I was, like, really in that situation and, like, was about to get, like, assaulted in that way, walk up and swing on the police. Or push, maybe not swing, I'd push them. I would try to, or, you know, and another thing I do, I'd run and climb the fence a little bit, like not a serious attempt, and dropped, because that's going to, for sure, up your security level, get you sent. I mean, it's bad. It's going to screw with you and mess up your parole, but it's going to get you sent somewhere else. That's about my only advice I got for you in that situation. Don't break the law in the first place.
When I tell niggas I'm really having my way in here, you heard? That's what I mean. Hey, yo, Brandon, what's your position, gang?
Shit, I wash his bowls and dishes.
He's got a sex case. I can just tell just looking at him.
Hey, yo, what's your position, Nico?
I do his own.
He probably do too. And I might have done time with that guy. No, that looks like a different state. First of all, you ever hear of, like, what is it called? Phenotypes? This idea that there's, you can tell people's characteristics by how they look, or that there's, you know, so many archetypes of the way people look. This is a very common prison face you'll see. There's about 100 dudes like that in every state system. And he also sex offender, for sure. That said, the guy taking the video, I have a seething hatred for. I hate people that talk like that. I assume he's from, like, New York or Brooklyn. Hey, yo, ma, I be having my way, ma. That's I don't know. It's the wannabe tough of the types of wannabe tough guys. This might be my least favorite. And also, of all the homoeroticism, this is definitely the weirdest.
What's your position, Dylan?
I clean his room.
Stop playing with my...
Yeah, they're all sex offenders. After looking at the lineup, yeah. But, you know what's... I'm surprised that this dude is showing it, though. Because I've met, like, you know, the real prison OGs and tough guys. And usually they take a certain pride in, like, cleaning their own stuff. To have another man, especially, like, a white sex offender cleaning their stuff, they would look at that as kind of lame. You know what I mean? It's weird, especially. So I don't know. This... God, though, man. That really, you know, when people ask me about sex in prison and they think it's like, you know, the goddamn bathhouse with jumpsuits, this is kind of what I wanted to try to tell them, is that a lot of it is, you know, at least from the stories I heard in MDOC, it was more extortion, you know, get somebody to run up a debt or kind of screw them over so they incur a debt and then, you know, sell off the debt. It's a scary thing, man. I guess if that's, you know, and the problem is too, there's a lot of people who go into prison and are openly gay, but obviously you can see the type of intellect and culture you're dealing with. These are the exact type of people that, think if you're gay, then that must mean automatically, well, yeah, you must want to have sex with me because I'm a man, and that type of thing can really happen in there. It's obviously not the most enlightened individuals. Until then, as you can see, I'm in my new house. It's great. I had a fantastic New Year. My family's been really cool with my wife and I. And thank you so much for the continued success. Oh my God, I saw an article about myself on medium.com. Not like the full Medium, but it was like somebody published it under Medium. Trip me out, man. I'll have to link it in the bio or for the description for this video. Until then, thank you so much. As always, check out my website, like and subscribe. I always appreciate that. Thank you.